The number of homes available to rent in the UK has fallen by a third over the past 18 months.
This sharp drop in the number of listings means that prospective tenants are now facing an 11% price hike to secure a property.
Our cost of living correspondent, Coletta Smith, has been speaking to some people who are struggling to navigate the rental market.
There's been times where I've said, right, yes, I'll take this one. I love it, it's perfect, and then I'll say it's gone.
Emily's landlord put the rent up more than she could afford. After months of searching, she and her partner still haven't found anywhere, but had to move out anyway. Talk me through what the last few days have been like.
The most stressful of my life, I think, other than having a baby. Put all of our belongings pretty much into this tiny little storage and then separate.
So you had to make that really difficult decision to split up as a family.
So on our actual relationship, it's been really difficult. So right now, MJ and I are in like a bedroom with my niece's toys all around, but also all of his stuff and my stuff together, and a mattress on the floor. And my partner is staying on a sofa bed in the living room at his brother's house.
The emotional toll is huge, and that's being echoed by so many others I've been keeping in touch with over the past month or so, facing the reality of sky-high rents.
So there's about 30 people there in total between these two building sites, and people are begging to live there, willing to offer more money in a one-bed building site.
I think last year we spent about £25,000 on rent. And then, which is insane.
Might have had to end up moving back in with my parents maybe, or potentially look at some sort of social housing.
I've got all my furniture in storage and I'm just here living in one of my friend's bedrooms.
Little update. Nothing to update. There's still no flats available for me.
The property site Zoopla have told us that there are 1/3 fewer homes available to rent now compared to before the pandemic, and lots more tenants trying to sign for them.
Higher mortgage rates make it far more expensive for a landlord to buy property to then rent it out. So it's discouraging new investment into the market, higher rates. And again, as I say, it's also creating affordability pressures for first-time buyers who typically rent that want to buy a property, and they are staying in the rental market for longer.
If you're facing a rent rise, the BBC's Tackling It Together pages have lots of useful information, but the first thing to do is to dig out your contract. Don't just start paying a higher price or agree to anything until you know the details of your contract. The rules are different in each of the devolved nations, but by telling your landlord you can't afford a rent rise, you might find they'd rather save the expense and hassle of finding a new tenant and meet you in the middle. Caught in the rental crunch, separated and exhausted, Emily's still got a simple goal.
To find a 2-bed house, because then it will have enough space for us three.
Coletta Smith, BBC News in Reading.